Issues in Modern Education by Yuli Arasashko. Modern Technology and Education. According to Chen, Kids Health Guide reports that students are more technologically advanced than many teachers today, putting instructors at a decided disadvantage in the classroom. However, a student's love of technology also tends to distract him from his schoolwork, according to NEA Today. Common distractions are internet and gadgets leading to lack of interest in education. Even a decade and a half ago, we did not even imagine that the technological advancement has become publicly available for all age categories, will turn into a problem that will affect educational institutions. In addition to apparent harmful effects of gadgets on children's health, they bring unnecessary distraction, hostility through thefts of expensive gadgets, as well as envy among the children. Consequently, new technological advances have direct impact on the reduction of the quality of school activities, and greatly absorb the attention of most of the students. With technological advancements, education has undergone significant changes that have affected both teaching methods and the approach to teach in educational instruction. This presentation will discuss the effects of modern technologies have on education. School children of the 21st century behave differently than their parents in the past. Boys do not pull girls' hair, and, for the most part, do not participate in any physical activities during recess. Children have different interests, their attentions were won by the technological advances. Unfortunately, technological advancement has changed the way children socialize with their peers, thus, depriving them of social communication skills, proper grammar, and, most importantly, the ability to adequately communicate within the society. Children play games, utilize social applications, and sit on the internet every chance they get. There are practically no exceptions. Thus, this creates a significant obstacle for modern education, gaining much-needed student attention and participation. Today, most of the children dream not just about a mobile phone as such, but always about an expensive and stylish one. A fashionable gadget makes its owner popular and sets him/her apart from his peers. Tablets, cellular phones, and computers can become both a tool for development and a source of new knowledge, and a dangerous toy if the child is too keen on them. Ultimately, parents can assist to prevent addiction development and assist students to concentrate on their educational and personal development. But before anything could be done, parents must understand that there is a problem and recognize it. The next step of parents is to establish the framework for using any gadgets, thus, introducing restrictions and helping their child acceptance of the new rules. Ultimately, these small steps can assist students to easily accept no gadgets policy within the educational establishments. School administration can assist with the implementation of new policies requiring all students to leave their phones in lockers, or even a implementation of no gadgets policy can assist students to concentrate more on the taught material, and less on social media. Furthermore, with the implementation of the policies, the decrease in envy and hostility between the peers could be achieved, eliminating the race for favoritism/popularity. In order to appropriately address and, ultimately, solve the issue, the main culprit must be educated and provided factual information about the effects of the gadgets on education. Only then, with full cooperation from the students, the journey to solving the issue could begin. Specific initiative to improve performance. The fight against mobile phones has been going on in many schools for a long time, but parents do not support it, since the phones allows them to ensure their child's safety. Children's safety is not only a priority for the parents but for every educational institution. Subsequently, the following initiatives may contribute to the appropriate use of cellular phones within the school, while not infringing on the parent's feeling of control. Every school needs to implement appropriate cell phone use policies in order to regulate the use of cellular devices within the schools. Furthermore, to successfully regulate the use of mobile gadgets, it is not necessary to completely prohibit the use of telephones and other mobile equipment. Subsequently, this is where the school administration comes in and implements the cell phone use policies. Furthermore, it is very important for the school to provide adequate and appropriate educational training for the parents, providing evidence-based arguments for the ban of or at least limitation of cell phone uses within the school. If we, the teachers, and school administration can get parents on our side, we can consider half of the battle is won. Specific initiative to improve performance. As an example, the requirements of a policy could be inability to use the phone during the lessons, turning off sound, vibration, and any other alerts, disconnecting the network within the schools, and installing parental screen time control. The inability to use the phone or any other gadget during the lesson will ensure students participate in the classwork, as well as have their undivided attention to the teacher's instruction. Turning off sound, vibration, and any other alerts will provide students with peace of mind. They will not be distracted by messages, emails, Snapchats, etc., and, thus, will remain actively submerged into the world of learning. Disconnecting the network within the schools. This will ensure students' inability to visit Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, etc., and, thus, remain active in the schoolwork. Installing setting up parental screen time control. Just like the Do Not Disturb While Driving option, parents can set up certain restrictions on the use of the cellular phones and/or gadgets while in school. Even though this option still leaves the ability to call and receive text messages, parents will have peace of mind about their child's safety. Subsequently, by taking away the ability to use the biggest culprits, students will be attentive to the school activities, while still having the ability to use the phone option in case of emergency. Innovation configurations. During this stage, the school administration will present new cell phone/gadgets use policies, as well as present any benefits of the intended outcome of successful implementation. Stages of concern. During this stage of tracking change, participants of the meeting/training will have an opportunity to express their concerns and/or suggest any changes. Ultimately, parents will be able to not only learn about the implemented change, but participate in making changes, if applicable, and, thus, hopefully, the school administration can get them to see a big picture. Levels of use. During this stage, it will be determined if the policy is being implemented by all staff, and/or how well the integration of a new policy work within the student population. Envision outcomes. Ultimately, with the implemented changes, we strive to teach our students the following lifelong skills. Time management. With the implementation of gadget use restrictions, students will be able to manage/become more responsible with their screen time and use of cellular phones and gadgets. Prioritizing of what is important. With the implementation of the policy, students will be able to realize what is important at that moment, distinguishing the difference between school and free time. Changes are not easy on anyone and may cause retaliation, but with a great amount of patience, love, and humbleness, we, the teachers, can implement necessary changes to ensure our students' development is not affected by the overwhelming technology. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you will be able to test and approve what God's will is, His good, pleasing, and perfect will. Our students are very technology savvy and are very easily interested and intrigued by new and innovative technologies. Subsequently, with the implementation of gadget use policies, school's ultimate objective is to teach our students to be responsible, knowing the appropriate time of using gadgets and, most importantly, to adequately manage their time. Ultimately, the schools of the future would be driven by new innovative technologies, and thus, the above-mentioned lifelong skills are of most importance for the generations to come. Thank you very much for watching. I had a great pleasure to present this topic to you. God bless.